can't explain it. But at least I got to do a really good live stream, and we can just separate these even if they're in short videos. So it might cut out again, guys and girls, but if it does, it's not the end of the world. So yeah, as I was saying in the last live stream, with regards to anxiety and mental health, especially for men, we really need to they really need to communicate and get those anxieties out, which is what I call honest confession. That's a huge part of relieving anxiety. The worst thing to do is to bottle it up and try to be strong. I learned that from my life and my recovery. When you try and be strong, you just end up damaging yourself, and it ends up weakening you. So if you've got these anxieties, write them out. I do it for my clients and I do it for myself. It helps me every day to find gratitude, to calm the anxiety and live my dreams. So, you can write it on a piece of paper. You can share it with a friend, a trusted friend. You can pray. You can go for a workout. You got to exercise these negative emotions out and learn to calm your mind down. Probably not a good idea to drink 3 coffees today as well. I love coffee, but yeah, too much coffee can give you anxiety. But yeah, it's all the practices are really simple, but they're difficult for people because you have to face your fears and get uncomfortable until it becomes comfortable and the norm. So the practices that I do every day that help me to get control of my anxiety and live my dreams, and then to teach my clients. The first practice that I do is confession. So I do my praying with God, and I speak out loud on my own praying. I do some writing, get things out. I make sure that I have a conversation regularly with my parents, my mum, my dad, my brother. That's important to me, keep that relationship going. We can't always get to each other in person on the phone. Then I do a workout in the gym. I do boxing or running or weight training, and I love training, and it calms me down. And I do this. This is probably my favorite. It's probably the hardest one, the most advanced but most simple, and that's sitting. I practice sitting on my own with friends and really calming myself down. It's challenging. Some days I get it really good. Today I'm doing well. Other days is not so good, and you just gotta not judge and take one day at a time. So sitting down, practicing being present, that exercise where you hear your thoughts but not identifying with them, and really just sort of learning to relax and settle. And it's almost like learning to do nothing. And when we were younger, when we were kids, we all done this. We did it naturally, but as you get older, you forget the pressures of life and financial relationships, and an adult, too much thinking. So it's learning to switch the thinking off by getting present in the moment. And you do that through practice and self-awareness, common sense really. And I find communication, the more confident you get at speaking out about your anxieties and just speaking in general, the more present you get, the more relaxed you get within yourself. So it's a combination of communication, honest communication. It's a combination of exercising, socializing, and learning to be with yourself and sit down, for men and women. And it's definitely been something that I've really improved, that I really struggled with, to learn to be, and also to learn to get things done when you need to, take practical action. So it's a combination of, learning to live in the world with your mind and get more control over it. But yeah, like I said, it can be easy, and it can be easy or hard, depending on which given day and how much practice that you do and where you're at emotionally and where you are with your anxiety. Yeah, a lot of it actually now I'm learning as I'm speaking is not being afraid of your own thoughts. That takes time, that's challenging for me at times, but it's being okay. This is the bit that a lot of people struggle with, and I do too as well, is accepting themselves and accepting their thoughts, their anxieties, their emotions. If you don't accept your anxiety, it gets worse. If you don't accept your thoughts and know that everybody has negative thoughts. I was watching a thing yesterday, a doctor and a professional therapist was saying that everyone gets them. It's normal. It would be not normal if human beings didn't have negative thoughts, but it's learning to deal with these thoughts and not be gripped in by them and take them personal, which takes practice, and it's something that I'm still learning and teaching. So it's getting control of your thoughts and your mind and learning strategies and ways that work for you, because again, what's going to work for me and a client and someone else might not work for you, but somewhere with what I've shared and said and the strategies that are out there will work for you. And I think talking to someone always works. I don't think there's anybody that doesn't feel in their heart when they're struggling, for men and women with anxiety or an anxiety disorder or mental health or overthinking or worrying, getting it out. And that's where friendships come in, having good friendships, mentors, communication with family, and also communicating with yourself, asking yourself, what do I need right now? What would calm me down? So all of it is around communication. It's all communicative, but that takes courage, that takes guts to communicate and to put and to also be yourself and enjoy life. A lot of people with anxiety find it very difficult to love themselves and allow themselves to enjoy life. I've been through it, I've succeeded and struggled. So I can give you two perspectives, a fellow sufferer who struggled in every single area, just like you, with expression, with talking, with mental health, with self-esteem, with relaxing, with responsibility. I was petrified of all of it. Then I found my purpose, I found my faith in my 20s, and I went out and I mastered it. And then I broke down again and lost my confidence and got very anxious, and I've come back again. And I'm in a better place now than I've ever been in. But that doesn't mean that I don't have my struggles, but it's learning that the struggle is beautiful and that we are all going through a struggle. If you're living and breathing, you're struggling, but it's a question, are you enjoying your life? Is there gratitude in your struggle? Are you doing the things you want to do? Are you yourself? Are you expressing yourself? Are you happy? These are the questions, not judgments, that you want to start to ask yourself that are going to help you. Questions are great if you can not take them personal and really listen and learn and communicate. And there's so many good people out there that will help you. If any of you got any questions, let me know. I hope this stream doesn't cut out. It's been doing it lately. I think technology's got a mind of its own. So yeah, a lot of it's learning. That's why I'm praying. I'm still praying to God. I want to get on more podcast shows. I want to share my story to help more men and women so they can live their dreams. And I love it. I enjoy it. And I want to, I just want to have a great time. Have more conversations with good people, good men and women. On podcast shows, and I like honest conversations. I enjoy it. It's what I live for. So it's about, what do you enjoy doing? Don't be afraid. Most people are scared to say what they love and enjoy. I love simple things. I like to be kind. I like to inspire people. I like to speak. I like to have open-hearted conversations. I like to go to the gym. I like to eat healthy. I like to help people to get ahead financially. I like to make money myself so I can help my parents out and be kind. I like to clean my apartment. I like music, I like improving, I like growing spiritually, I like praying to God, I like getting stronger in my faith, and I like being honest. I like being honest about my vulnerabilities and my ongoing struggles and the things that are going well. So that's me, that's what I like. It's taken me 40 years of age. Okay, it's taken me 40 years to be able to be this person and to be honest and say with the whole world, this is what I like. And I like to keep improving, and I like to inspire people and educate them so they can live their goals and dreams. I love it. I like the simple things in life. And anything else is a bonus. And I like coffee, and I like going to nice places. Good to see you, Eddie. Very interesting. What was interesting? Thank you, man. I hope all of you are doing well as well. Yeah, I like connection. I like feeling that connection with people. I like that honest connection where there's no agenda, where people are not being nasty to one another, which takes discipline, it takes courage. I love it. I like feeling peace. I like being out of my head and in my body, and not in that constant state of fear and worrying about the future, what's going to happen next, or what if I lose everything, or what if something. But I like getting out of that, and I think everyone's the same. I like swimming, I like going for a swim, I like traveling, I like facing my fear. Well, part of me doesn't, part of me is absolutely petrified. The young boy in me, the part of me that's frightened, that's beautiful. But the real part of me, my heart, my courage, the strength that God's given me and my Father, it loves to overcome fear and share my story and help other people. I like helping myself and giving it all away to people. So I like to make a lot of money and say, I've got a lot of money, I don't want all this money, because I want to share it. There's some to my mum and dad, there's some to charity, there's some to a person in need, there's my rent paid, there's my tax paid, there's my bills paid. I like sharing. Sharing is caring. No, I don't do that anymore. Retired from that. But thanks for asking. No, I don't do that anymore. Yeah, continued improvement, that's it. What do you guys like doing in girls? Let me know, it's important. I want to hear your story. I know my story because I live it and I'm sharing it, but I want to know your story. Like I said in my other live stream, the gentleman that came today, he fixed my gas meter. We had an amazing conversation. It's put me in a good mood. And he shared his story with me, and I shared my story with him, and you wouldn't believe it. We both come from the same area. What are the chances of that? He lives on the same road as my mum and dad where I grew up. How crazy is that? We both got arrested for drug dealing when we were younger, and we both obviously turned our life around. And he shared his story with me. That's what I enjoy. I like honest conversations with people, and that's a beautiful thing. Frank, good to see you, mate. How you doing? You know what, if you guys don't mind, I don't mind if you don't mind, but do you guys mind calling me Jonathan? Jonathan's my real name. I know that I used Johnny for a long time, but that's short. But I won't be upset if you do, but I'd really appreciate it if you guys could call me Jonathan. That's my birth name. And yeah, if you can, great. If you can't, that's okay. Because my brother calls me John, you guys call me Johnny, my mum calls me Jonathan, my dad calls me. If you want to connect with me better, it's better to call me Jonathan. That's my birth name. I'll tell you the story behind that in another video. Frank, how you getting on, man? How do I date and meet women online now? I don't. I just wait for God to bring me the right woman. But that's my journey. That's what's right for me. So I don't go out anymore. I don't approach women on the streets. I don't do online dating. I put all my faith in the Lord. I put all my faith in Jesus, that Jesus will introduce me to the right woman. But that's where I'm at on my journey, and thank you for asking, and it feels good to answer that question for you. So that's what I'm doing at the moment, and it seems to be it seems to be working. All good. Jonathan recently signed up for an acting agency. Yeah, I know that you've been on your acting journey. How's it going, man? Honestly, Frank, and I hope I'm right, I think you're going to do it, man. I think you're going to make it, because you've been at this for a long time and you want it bad. So my prayers will be, I'll say a prayer for you, because I think you're going to do it. I know you're going to do it. And you know what? Even if you don't do it, you're still going to do well in other areas of life, because you're a good man, you're a good person, and you're working hard. And if you don't do it, then I'm coming for you, and you're going to need to spend a few £1,000s on my mentorship, go into your savings in your Bitcoin, and I'll mentor you and get you to do it. That was a joke. I'm only joking. That's the joke inside of me. You guys are amazing, man. You guys have supported me through thick and thin. Thick and thin. Appreciate it. And you don't have to, and I don't expect it, but when it comes, I appreciate it. When you don't expect love, when you don't expect things from people, and you just try and be a good person, and I try my best to be good, and be kind, you get a lot of love back, and I like to give a lot of love out, and just have a good time. Just have a good time on this earth. So I appreciate it. You guys have supported me from day one. And all the people that criticize me, I love all of you. I appreciate you, honestly, because without the critics, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't have come back, because I didn't have the confidence growing up, because I was so scared of people criticizing me. I thought it was going to kill me. So although it's not nice to criticize people, it's not going to help anybody, but it changed me, and it helped me to it helped me to look at myself as well, where I've criticised and been all those things. Thank you. Yeah, you're welcome, man. I love stories, man. I love it. I love hearing about people's struggles and what they've learned, and seeing them come out the other side and succeed and be a better person. That's one of my passions. Keep hearing stories, telling stories. Beautiful. I'm on my third coffee now. What I'll do is I'm trying to give a little bit of space for all of you to get your questions in, and if there's no questions, then I'll just continue saying whatever comes. This is a really good exercise. I want to share this with all of you. I've just figured it out now. It takes a lot of courage, and I'm scared to do it times two, but I'm getting better at it, and it's fine to be scared. You're welcome, man. I'm pleased, man. Please, I was scared to share that video, but you know, God told me it's going to be fine, and when I did it, I didn't feel scared. So I'm glad that it helped you, man. Thank you, man. Praise God, man. I hope that helps anybody. So the exercise is, don't plan what you're going to say. So I don't know what I'm going to say next, and it's letting yourself get awkward, go silent, and just see what comes. If you speak from the heart, you'll never run out of things to say. And if you haven't got anything to say, well, then you're going to be a bit awkward. It's not the end of the world. And I found this to be amusing, and my clients appreciate it, and they get a lot stronger by me allowing them to allow themselves to not put pressure and see what happens. Are you doing more traveling? I hope so, man. I hope so, because I've absolutely loved it and enjoyed it, and it was terrifyingly beautiful. I was absolutely petrified to travel, terrified. When I'd done it, I wasn't frightened, and that frightened me. Sometimes I get scared when I do something that I'm scared to do, and it's easy, and I think, well, how does that make sense? Why was that easy? I should be scared, and now I like to inspire others. So hopefully, yeah. Guys, I'm going to be honest, you call it out. I feel bad sometimes because you guys are always asking me, you're always asking about me, but I want to know about you. How are you doing? What's your story? Come on. But then another part of me says, no, I shouldn't feel bad. I hear my mum's voice saying, why do you keep feeling bad and guilty? I'm human. Because I know that I'm giving you my heart, and you guys appreciate it, and girls, you're allowing me to do that. You're getting whatever you're going to get from these talks, from my story, from our story, these conversations. But I can't help it. It feels rude, it feels selfish to be speaking and everyone asking me questions and you're not telling me about you. I want to know about you guys. So face your fears and tell me what's in your heart, what's going on. Come on. Awesome, man. Have to catch a film now, but we'll connect with you soon. Take care, brother. You're strong. Thank you, Frank. You're strong as well. Enjoy your film, man, and I'll look forward to speaking to you when the time is right. Any questions you've got, please? I've got a plethora of experience to share with people with how they can overcome any anxiety and build confidence to live their dreams or anything else. I'm an open book. Come and ask me. If there's anything that I don't want to answer, then I will kindly say I'm not going to answer that question. Man, I'm on my third coffee and I fancy another one. Oliver the Bandit, how's it going? Guys and girls on the stream, let me know how your day's gone today. What was the highlight of your day today? What was your highlight? Do I believe in marriage? Of course I believe in marriage. Of course I do. Absolutely. But I also believe that, you know, it's got to be right for the person. So I'm not going to force it on others. But yeah, I've always believed in marriage. I still do. Love the questions. Shall I make a video on that, guys and girls? About marriage, do I believe in it? do you have some recommendations for social anxiety exposure for exercise? Thanks. Yeah, I've got loads, man. I love that question. Do you know what? I'm going to do a video on that, right? Oliver, I don't know how long you've been following me, right? Please forgive me. If you subscribe to my channel if you want, there's loads of videos on my channel. I've gone into detail, but I'll give you one right now, and it's what I'm doing right now. Go to a nice hotel, go to a nice place, and get a coffee, and go inside, be polite, use good manners, sit down, and just sit down in a place. And if you do that regularly, you're going to gain confidence. I'll tell you a quick story, Oliver, that will help you. When I was struggling with bad social anxiety, I couldn't go into public places. I was paranoid. I couldn't do it. I was petrified because I felt nervous around people, and I felt judged. So I got sick and tired of being like that, and I started to do exposure therapy. I just started to put myself in situations, and I just sat through the discomfort, and I got more confident. That is an exercise that will change your life, Oliver, and you can do it anywhere. So yeah, sit in the suffering, and it's going to be hard for you, but allow yourself, don't judge yourself when you're in a situation, whether it's social, it's in a public place. Sit there and love yourself and say, this is good, I'm going to learn and grow through this. So I can't really give you a better exercise than that. If you can't do it on your own, then I'd recommend that you get a mentor or you go and get therapy, so you've got some support and help with someone that can be with you and help you. But that's a really good exercise. Boxing is also good. If you take up listen, when you've got social anxiety, any situation that triggers anxiety and makes you feel socially uncomfortable, that's the work. That's how you're going to overcome it. Exposure therapy, it's not about being perfect and not feeling fear. It's about going into the situations which make you fearful, which trigger anxiety, bring those feelings up, and allow you over a period of time to gradually become more accustomed to those feelings, more desensitized and calmer. And that's my story. The only reason I'm this calm on a live stream and in this place is because I did what I'm encouraging you to do. I did exposure therapy, and I did a lot of it. Another good question for a video. Ooh, that coffee's kicking in. I'm a bit overexcited. It's not a bad thing. A good exercise. This actually good. I wouldn't recommend it, but I will recommend it. Have 2 or 3 coffees, and the coffee's strong, and the coffee actually gives you, actually replicates anxiety. Like, because I feel excited now, I feel calm, but sometimes the coffee can make you feel really anxious and nervous, and that's when you can go, well, let me practice trying to steady myself and be calm. That's a great challenging exercise that I love and value, that I still practice, is when you feel nervous, finding a place in yourself, in your heart, to say, calm down, relax, breathe, breathe, calm. Boxing taught me that. Mentoring other people taught me that. Social situations, relationships, traveling. So yeah, it's practicing fight or flight. And my mentor taught me this as well. My mentor, Jeff Thompson, doing a lot of, having him mentor me for several years, it was amazing. Any more questions? Please God, the live stream don't cut out. The last one was great, it just cut out. Good to see you, Mike. It's been a while, man. Life is great. Life is wonderful. How is things for you? How are you getting on? I haven't seen you or spoken to you for, what has it been, a year now, maybe longer? Please get your questions in, guys and girls. I'm happy to answer your questions and help you, and let me know, let me know what's on your heart. Listen to this one. You guys will like this. I hope you do. I don't want to know what's in your head, I want to know what's in your heart. That's a good exercise. If you want to get better connections with people, you want to be better in business, in relationships, every now and then check in and say, am I speaking from my head or am I speaking from my heart? because when we speak from our head a lot of time, we're not enjoying it. We're not being ourselves. We're speaking from fear. Speaking from your heart is amazing. True, been a while. All right. I'm looking forward to more questions. Any more? Come on, people, don't be shy, or do be shy and ask me a question or let me know how you're getting on. There's a big fear a lot of people have, you know, and I understand, I've had it myself, but you really got to push past it if you want to be successful in life and get past these anxieties, is you've got to open up and express yourself. You know, another part of my story that I'm sharing is for many years I didn't trust people. Right? I had a good reason not to. I got bullied growing up. I got abused certain times, but a lot of people were good to me, and I didn't trust myself. I didn't value myself. I was frightened of being judged and being hurt. But after a while, I just felt like, you know what, this is not fun anymore. I'm living in a prison. For as long as I keep caring about people hurting me or criticizing me, I'm just living a miserable life. I'd rather go out and get hurt 100 times but live my dreams than protect myself and sit in a flat and be depressed and suicidal. So I started to open up more. And when I did that, God, the connections that I had with people and continue was just second to none. Absolutely beautiful. Their confidence went up, mine did, and I built more trust for myself. So you got to, every now and then, you got to give more. You know, people want this, they want to make more money, they want to be successful, they want love, they want health. But what are you willing to give? If you don't give, you're not going to receive. So what is giving? Giving is kindness, giving is energy. Energy is free. It may not be free with your gas and electric, but the energy in the human body is free. Most people forget that because they're stuck in the mindset that I'm not good enough, I'm not enough, people don't like me, I've always failed. That's all nonsense. That's not true. That's the anxiety speaking. So I really encourage people to you know, if you want to get past resentment and hurt and forgive and not be imprisoned by the opinions of the past, you've got to start opening up and reconnect. And I can't force you to do that. I can't force anyone to do anything. But all I can do is inspire you, share my story, and mentor those that ask me for my mentorship, and share what's worked for me and what's continued to help my clients. My client Phil, amazing story. Great, we got some things. That's great to know. Yeah, I went through that stage. I went through a stage of the PUA stage, and then I got out of it. I'm not going to judge it, but it wasn't right for me anymore. And you know, I had a mental health breakdown. I found God, and God told me I got to stop and follow my dreams and go to a new chapter. So it was part of my journey. Yeah, appreciate that. Appreciate you asking that. My client Phil. I've been mentoring Phil now for, what is it, over a year. He's doing my 2-year program. When I first met Phil, when he first emailed me, I knew he was going to be successful because of experience. I've been coaching a long time, and I can just tell by someone's email. And Phil reached out to me. I wasn't coaching at the time because it was COVID and I was still recovering. So I said to him, I'm not coaching at the moment. When I come back, I'll get back to you. So we had a call on Zoom to see if he was right for my coaching and vice versa. And he had bad social anxiety, life anxiety, and he was shy, introverted. Similar story to me, been bullied at school. And the change in him now is just second to none. He's built a successful business. He coaches men and women and helps them to overcome their social anxiety and live their dreams. And I've helped him, I don't take credit for it, and he's built a successful business in less than a year. And how open he is now and confident, he's shining. So if I can do it, if he can do it, what's stopping all of you from doing it? But you've got to have courage, you've got to work hard, and you've got to practice opening up and giving. And he's giving a lot, he's doing events, he's helping men and women in their careers, with their stress, with their confidence, with all areas of life, with fitness. It really is doing amazing. I appreciate that. I didn't. Sorry, I didn't. Just read that now. I was the only one who was honest and vulnerable, and teach good values, masculine. Yeah, I appreciate that. Thanks, man. Thank you. But yeah, you know, it's I've learned to be patient with people. Everyone's on their journeys, and it's hard sometimes being a teacher because you want everyone to succeed and you want them to get it quick. But I have to understand as well that it takes people time. It took me time. It's not easy getting over these anxieties, and everyone's going to go at their own pace. But it doesn't hurt me to share the truth and let people take the bits that they want and apply it at their own pace, in their own time, when it feels right for them. But yeah, you know, opening up, it's that's something that I've noticed a lot of people that struggle, and I noticed it myself, that, you know, the closing down is the inability to trust because of the low self-esteem, if you don't mind me saying, and the fear of what people think and what they'll do, and the fear of your own potential, really, the fear of being successful, the fear of being true. You know, these are the struggles. But when I see successful people, men and women, that are shining and that have really gone through challenges, some of them life and death situations, they come out the other side and they're beautiful because they've opened up, you know, they're vulnerable. So it's just the courage to be vulnerable. And that's what I'm learning every single day. And I learned that today with a gentleman that come around to fix my gas meter. You know, we're both men, we've both got pride, we've both got, you know, masculinity, all those things, that's fine. But we were both vulnerable, both very respectful and kind. And we had a great conversation. And that wouldn't have happened if we were both scared and we both closed down, and I was protecting myself with small talk and fearing what he's going to think, and the same. So we did it, you know. If you can do it today, you can do it the next day. So yeah, you know, if you want to live your dreams at some point, you're going to have to share your story. You've got a great story. What's your story? All of us, we've all got two stories. We've got one story that we really don't like. It's a story that I'm not good enough. I'm not smart enough. I don't deserve it. I'm ashamed. I'm angry. I'm hurt. I'm a victim. Everyone's against me. It's not possible for me. I'm jealous. Everyone's doing better than me. That's the negative story. That's not who we are. Then we've got the positive story. I know I can do this. I know I'm good enough. I know I'm smart enough. I know I'm strong enough. I know deep down in me there's more, but I'm afraid of it. I'm scared of my own potential. So it's easier for me to buy into not doing anything, not being good enough, because it's safe. It doesn't make me happy. It doesn't make me joyous. It doesn't make me feel good, but it's safe. People seek safety first. But if you want to live your dreams, there is no security in being safe. You can't. It doesn't work. Listen to anyone who's successful. But funny enough, when you accept uncertainty and you jump into the unknown and you have faith and you trust, you have the most amazing times. So there's no certainty. Even a doctor told me that. I went to the doctors the other day, had a great conversation, and I did a blood test. I was nervous about it. Thank God it came up healthy. And the doctor even confessed to me, and she said, you know, Jonathan, I'm going to be honest, I'm anxious today. And I said, why are you anxious, doctor? What's wrong? She said, someone has criticized me. Someone has insulted me, my ethnicity. And I said to her, don't worry about it. You know, you're a good person. I get insulted. Forgive, move on. And I said some kind words. So, you know, my point is, you know, you're not going to find success and love and gratitude by sitting in your comfort zone and no one criticizing you. If people are criticizing you, it's because you're successful. It's because you're being brave. It's because you're being kind. You're doing something right. If no one's criticizing you, that means that you're hiding. And that's not fair on you. You're hiding away. You're not doing anything. But I understand that. And if you are in that place, then you need to seek professional help. You need to get help. You deserve the help. Getting the help would be a strength. I told you guys and girls, get your questions in because I can speak forever. Speaking is my passion. Speaking is my gift. I was told growing up that I wasn't good enough and I'd never amount to anything, and I was dumb and I was stupid and I was disgusting, I was ashamed, I was ugly, and I overcame the criticism, and I knew that I had a gift to speak. When I listened to Les Brown, an amazing man, he changed my life and he made me believe in myself. And I knew deep down as a kid that I had a gift to speak, to inspire, to motivate, to change people's lives, to move them, to be kind, to be honest, and to live a great life. And I also know that everyone else has got a gift. Your gift might not be to do what I'm doing, and that's brilliant, but your gift is to do what you were born to do. What were you born to do? What's your gift? What's your purpose? Why are you here? What gives you meaning? What makes you want to get up? What helps you to overcome the challenges? What makes you want to achieve your goals and dreams? What is it you want to give back to society? What do you want to give to people? All I ever wanted to give to people was honesty, was kindness, was encouragement, was connection, was joy, was love. And that's what I'm doing now, living my dreams. Anyone can do it. I used to look at successful people and be like, man, it's like they're not human. How are they doing it? I can't do it. I want to do it. I don't believe in myself. How are they doing it? How are they handsome? And I'm not. How are they making money? How are they kind? How are they so open? How are they so confident? I'm just a loser. I can't do it. How are they doing it? Why can't I do it? I didn't believe in myself. Actually, that's not true. I did believe in myself. I was frightened to believe in myself. I was frightened of my potential. I was afraid of being responsible. I was frightened to death of proving these negative voices wrong. And when I got to a point in my life where I said, I am sick and tired of living with suicidal thoughts, with paranoia, with anger, with being put down, with feeling that I'm a piece of trash, enough is enough. I know this ain't true. And, I know that my nan wouldn't lie to me because she's honest, she loves me. And I've got to find this love in myself again that I had as a kid, and I want to help people. And these voices are lying to me. I'm not greedy, I'm not selfish, I'm not a horrible person, what the voices say. I've got a good heart, I'm not perfect, none of us are. I'm a kind person, I'm caring, I'm strong, I'm brave, I'm smart, I'm intelligent. I can do all the things that God's given me the gift to do. So, this is what you can do if you put your mind and heart and soul to it. Yeah, Les Brown's amazing, man. When I heard his story, wow. I'm 40 years of age. I listened to Les, I think I was 25, about 24, 25, 15 or so years ago. I heard his story and I cried my eyes out, man. I cried my eyes out because what he said was true, and what he said affected me in a positive way, and it changed my life. And now I'm doing what I'm doing because of Les Brown. Right, I think we'll end it on that. We've had a great time today. So I'll leave you on this message. This last thing I'm going to leave you with. Are you going to live your goals and dreams, or are you going to allow the opinions of other people and your own negative thoughts stop you from living your dreams and force you into living your anxiety? I encourage you to live your dreams. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for coming on the stream, for the encouragement. It was great talking to you, and I'll see you in my next video.